Alright, what's up guys? We got an issue here. I actually had the same issue on a quad last night. And I don't know if it's the RX or if it's just since I've updated CrossFire or not. But I'm going to go through and show you what it's doing. And then I'll talk a little bit about what I've tried or what I've heard to try. And what I haven't and what I'm going to.
All I see outside is problems. I've been hiding in my room. I don't think I'm gonna solve them, but I can try, you know I do. I keep my distance from the phone lines. I just found out it's Saturday. Pick my guitar up for the first time in months. Forgot how much I love to play.
Alright, so basically mine is doing this. So this is how you normally would bind a Crossfire. This is Crossfire, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know by the Tango 2 sitting there. Normally you would go in, power your quad up or the receiver. Hey, that's how it's supposed to work. Maybe it'll actually work this time. Alright, then we go into the agent light, then Tango, XF, bind, and hit ready. It was turning red, and then, oh, there it goes. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. But then it should ask me to update. I updated this Tango 2 to 4.11, I believe is what it is. And then the other at like 2.2 point something, I forget, it's the latest. That's the, so whenever you're updating this, for those of you who don't know, you can update the firmware of the actual Tango 2, and then you can update the firmware of the TBS Agent X. Basically, there's two things to update in there. Besides the RX, and I have not updated the RX using the TBS agent, and that's what I was talking about earlier whenever I said I was gonna try some things. That's gonna be my next thing I try. But this is what I'm talking about. This right here is flashing a weird sequence. Yeah, it's flashing in a weird sequence. It's not just flashing or blinking like the same sequence or rhythm, you know, it's changing, and I've never seen that. And what we did was saw a video that Cyclone FPV posted, TBS Crossfire Nano RX Rapid Blinking Green Light Fix from Cyclone FPV. Mine doesn't have that flashing green light problem, but we can get it there. Unplugging. So we see that this isn't working, obviously, right? I think we can come to terms with that. So exit. Yeah. So if we hold the bind button down and then plug it in, we can get that flashing light. And he was saying if you have this flashing light, how to get rid of it and get it to bind is you hold that down for 2 seconds, then you let off for 2 seconds, and then hold for 2 seconds again, and then it should fast blink, and then it should slow blink, and that should fix it. We're gonna try a different thing. Really just anything that will bind, make it bind, you know. Too messy. Fast. It's starting to slow down. There we go. Okay, what was that? I think I almost had it. But mine is doing something different. It's doing this weird flashing sequence of red, and it just won't frickin' bind. I have another one last night that was doing that as well, but the bind button on that one is ripped off. When it was working, I could get it to bind without the bind button. So I just assumed that maybe that since the bind button was ripped off and I had used it so many times, because previously before I updated my Tango 2, anytime I wanted to switch between like more than 2 models, I had to rebind. So I was constantly having to rebind all my drones all the time. And so after a while, that little tiny bind button would come off or just be, you know, overused and just wouldn't work anymore. So that's what happened with another micro. I have another 3-inch last night, and I just gave up on it because I just kind of told myself, well, maybe it's just the bind button's fucked and that's why. But nope, it was doing the exact same thing that this is doing. So now that I know that, I really think that the RX that I have on that one's totally fine, and I don't need to get a new RX just because the bind button's gone. But hopefully, with your guys' help watching this video, we can come to a solution, and I can share that along with or as a follow-up to this video. So hopefully you guys have some answers for me, or at least can point me in a direction of somewhere where I can get some further help on this issue. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time, or hopefully soon. As soon as I get this worked out, you'll see me again. And probably before then. But yeah, whatever. See you later, guys.